Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Today's video I just wanted to show you a few things that I purchased over the weekend, and then seeing as I don't have a lot to show you and my vacation's coming up in about a week and a half, I wanted to give you guys just a few tips on vacationing in Florida, seeing as I used to live down there and I have first-hand experience of being down there and knowing what it's like. So let's get started. First off, I'll show you what I got. I got my copy of Frozen. I got the Blu-ray DVD set with the digital copy, and I got the collector's edition. I love this movie. I think it is a wonderful movie. I've probably watched it more than I should, but it's just a great movie. I liked all the extra features in it, and I got it on Amazon for $19, not including shipping. So, got my copy. And something else that's Frozen related that I got is this beach towel, and after I purchased the beach towel, I was thinking, oh, I should have got the one with Olaf on it, chilling out on the beach. It would have made sense in a way. But I went ahead and I got the Anna and Elsa one. I got this one on eBay for $19 as well. And I think for it being a towel, the artwork on this looks absolutely beautiful. I think it's a very good towel. It's all cotton. And so I got the Anna and Elsa one. I am just Frozen obsessed lately. It's a really good movie. I really enjoyed it, and I don't see anything wrong with it. I've heard controversy over this movie, and I don't see everything that they're saying, I don't see in this movie. This movie is a great family movie, and I recommend it to anyone. So, yeah, that's my thought on that. Alright, let's move on. I just want to give you guys some tips on vacationing in Florida. First tip, and something you're going to see a lot down there, is older people. Florida is a retirement state. You are going to see a lot of older people down there, and people that are called snowbirds. A snowbird is someone that comes down to Florida for about 6 months and then goes back up north for 6 months, and that's pretty much how they live. And they're usually older. They're retired, of course, and the time that they normally come down is between September and October, and then they usually leave between March and April. Honestly, it all just depends on the weather. If it's still snowing, I'm pretty sure they're not going back up north until it's done snowing. Hence why they're called snowbirds. They're just like birds. They migrate south for the winter and then go back up north for the summer. So, snowbirds. The reason I say keep an eye out, just because they drive these RVs and stuff, and they're older. So there's just different types of driving because they're from different areas. So just be cautious when you're driving in Florida, because there are so many different types of people down there during the snowbird time. Which during September to April is what Florida calls season, and it's when all the restaurants are busy because all the snowbirds have come down. Everything's busy during that time. So just be conscious of that, and just be aware that if you don't like being around a lot of people, don't go down there between September to April. Alright, and let's move on. Next thing is weather in Florida. Florida, you would figure it being the sunshine state, that you would see sun all the time. And usually that's the case, but Florida has these weird rains, and they tend to happen more during the summer. And it's usually between 2 to 4, sometime during that window, maybe earlier. And it's just like a 10-minute torrential downpour, and it just stops all of a sudden and then makes everything all hot, nasty, muggy, humid. So sunscreen you are going to need, because you will see the sun a lot, and you guarantee you will get sunburn. And then an umbrella, because of the random rain that you get down there. So I recommend sunscreen and an umbrella, because you're going to expect hot heat and you're going to expect wet torrential rains. Along going with the weather is hurricane season. That starts June 1st for Florida, and doesn't necessarily mean that hurricanes are going to start popping up all over the place. It just means conditions are starting to warm up, oceans starting to warm up, things are starting to become right for tropical depressions, tropical storms, hurricanes. So try to plan your vacation around the weather. I know it's a little hard because the weatherman's not always right, unfortunately, so just be conscious of the weather when you go down there, or when you're making plans to go down there. Another thing, and the last thing, honestly, that I have which not very many tips, just some major things that I wanted to point out, was construction in Florida. I know you're going to get construction no matter where you go, and it might be worse in some areas and it might be better in other areas. But in my experience, Florida seems to take the longest to finish construction. I don't know why, but I know there's construction going on down there where I used to live that is still probably going on to this day, and I moved 3 years ago. So construction is just something I wanted to point out because Florida doesn't seem to finish it in a timely manner, and also Google Maps seem to add a feature on their maps where they pinpoint where construction areas are at. I don't think they pointed out all of them, but I did notice when I was digging out pulling up my route, for my trip, that there are some construction areas. So just be aware of the construction areas when you're down there. Alright, and that's all the tips that I have. I just wanted to share just a few things about Florida when you're vacationing down there, to be aware of the weather, be aware of the older people and snowbirds, and be aware of the construction. Those are some main things that could make or break your vacation. The weather could be nice and sunny and you can have an awesome day to go to the beach, or you can have torrential downpours where you're in for the day and that sucks. So those were just a few things about Florida I wanted to share. A few places I recommend to go: Orlando, obviously, because you've got Disney World, you got Universal Studios with the Harry Potter stuff in it, and you've got SeaWorld. And another city that I recommend in Florida is Sarasota. They have Siesta Keys, which is, I think it's the #1 beach in the nation. I'm not sure if it's the nation or the world. I don't think it's the world, but correct me if I'm wrong. Siesta Keys is the most beautiful beach I've ever been to. It's got powder white sand and the water is crystal clear blue. It's like you're walking into one of those tropical pictures that you see on the internet. It's gorgeous. And then just down the road from that is Turtle Beach, where you can see all kinds of tropical wildlife. There's from sea turtle nests to stingrays to dolphins. It's beautiful down there. And there places in Sarasota that I recommend to eat is Yoder's. That is the Amish area. There is the restaurant, and then there is their fresh market right next to it, and their souvenir next to it, and it's all in one little area. It's what I call the Amish area, but it's called Yoder's. And they have been on the Food Network channel for their pies. They have bomb pies, really good pies. And another place that has been on the Food Network channel that I recommend to go eat at is called Munchies 420. I know it sounds bad, but it's a really, really good place to eat. It's pretty much heart attack on a sub. But they've been on the Food Network channel too, and they are awesome. Awesome. Food is just delicious. So those are some places that I recommend in Florida to go if you're wondering about places to go. I'm not too familiar with Tampa or Miami. You'd have to look that up, sorry. But that's all I have for this video today, just showing you a couple things that I purchased and some tips on vacationing in Florida. If you are planning on going to Florida sometime soon, have fun and enjoy your trip. Just a little update on some videos and stuff. I am working on another painting video. I've been working on it. I'm working on Elsa right now, and I should be getting her done before I leave. I will definitely get her done before I leave and post her up. As far as videos from my trip while I'm down there, I'm pretty much going to be down there for the majority of April. So you probably won't see any videos for about a month, but definitely you will see pictures. I will try to get as many pictures as possible. So just keep an eye out on my page. Just know that, granted, there's not going to be videos, but there will be pictures. So that's all I have for this video today. Until the next video, later.